There are many secrets buried in the oceans, and some are so terrifying and dreadful that their truth has always been kept hidden from the public to prevent fear. The oceans hold things beyond human imagination. Today, we will talk about 8 such terrifying things found underwater that will leave you astonished. So, make sure to watch the video until the end, because the number 1 item found in the ocean will truly shock you. Hello friends, you are watching World Discovery AI. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more informative videos. Number 8. Ghost Plane. There are many scuba divers in the world who dive into the depths of the ocean for adventure. For those who dive deep, it's like discovering an entirely different world, and witnessing it brings its own thrill. But sometimes, divers encounter unexpected things. A few years ago, divers were exploring the depths of the ocean when they suddenly felt as if something was pulling them towards it. They were forcefully drawn to a place 88 feet deep, where they found a sight so different that it scared them. They discovered a large plane that looked very mysterious. Initially, they thought of returning because they were very scared, especially after they saw a human skeleton, possibly the pilot of the plane who had drowned with it. The plane didn't appear to be very old, but the divers sensed the presence of something that seemed to be pulling them towards it. When they ventured slightly inside the plane, they felt pressure all over their bodies and quickly exited. Later, research revealed that this was a Soviet Union plane that crashed into the ocean due to a malfunction. After it crashed, many people searched for it but couldn't find it. What drew the divers to this plane remains a mystery. Number 7. The Horror SS Thistlegorm. The SS Thistlegorm is a British ship that was sunk during World War II in the Red Sea in 1941. It's now a famous dive site, but many divers have reported eerie experiences. The ship was carrying military supplies, including weapons, trucks, and even motorcycles. When it was bombed by German aircraft, the wreckage is scattered across the seafloor, creating a haunting atmosphere. Divers often speak of a strange sense of being watched or followed while exploring the ship. The ship's age, over 80 years old, adds to the mystique, with the rusted remains and decaying cargo, giving it an even more ghostly appearance. The fact that it is a war grave, with the possibility that some of the crew's remains still rest within the wreck, further adds to its haunted reputation. Number 6. Hunted Alien. Aliens are one of the biggest mysteries of our world that no one has been able to solve yet. People are still confused about whether there is life on another planet besides ours. Watching aliens depicted in movies makes them seem very real. But what if someone goes swimming in the ocean and encounters an alien underwater? In Russia, when some friends went scuba diving, they encountered a creature that looked exactly like an alien. Initially, they were terrified, but upon closer inspection, they realized it was a sculpture. It turned out to be from the 1979 movie The Alien. It is said that this sculpture emitted strange vibes and a stewed fear, which is why it was thrown into the depths of the ocean, so that no one could find it. The divers who discovered it claimed to have noticed paranormal activity in the water, which is why they quickly returned. So far, only a few people have encountered this alien sculpture. Number 5. Ghosted Train. Friends, trains are vehicles that can only run on tracks. They can't even be driven on roads. But what if you find a mysterious train at the bottom of the ocean? This may sound impossible, but in 1885, a diver named Paul Hubler went scuba diving off the coast of New Jersey and found not 1, but 2 trains underwater. These 2 train carriages were located 100 feet deep in the ocean. It is said that the sounds of people crying could be heard from the trains. The sound was faint due to the water, but there was a sense of someone being there. How these train carriages ended up at the bottom of the ocean remains a mystery. Research revealed that these trains are over 100 years old, and their design is unlike any other trains found in the world. It is very difficult to determine who made these special trains and how they ended up deep in the ocean. Number 4. Ghost Ship. During World War II, the American Army suddenly attacked Japanese soldiers in the South Pacific Ocean, causing several Japanese ships to sink along with their crews. Some people drowned while still alive, and others died and then sank. In 1969, a French explorer named Yakos discovered these Japanese ships, which were lying at the bottom of the ocean. When the attack occurred, some soldiers hid in the cargo, and when the ship sank, they died in the cargo. Today, this place presents a terrifying scene. It is said that the souls of those who died here still wander around, and strange sounds are often heard. These ships are referred to as ghost ships because the bodies of those who died on the ships are still clearly visible. The bodies have not been retrieved from the ocean yet, and it is said that something there prevents anyone from touching them, which is why no one dares to go near them. Number 3. Underwater Museum. At least once in your life, you've probably visited a museum. Every museum in the world houses antique items, some of which are so terrifying that they give you a strange feeling when you see them. But what if you encounter even stranger things in the depths of the ocean? In Jordan, there's a place deep in the ocean where the Jordanian army has submerged several tanks. It is said that they did this to create an underwater museum, but the truth is something else. These tanks, which date back several centuries, were used in many wars, and many soldiers died in them. It is said that the place where these tanks were located was haunted by the sounds of crying and screaming. Due to complaints from many soldiers, the army decided to take action and placed the tanks in the depths of the ocean. It is said that the water where these antiques are submerged is always unusually cold, and there are unseen entities dwelling there. Number 2. Lake Michigan Stonehenge. The Lake Michigan Stonehenge is an underwater rock formation discovered in 2007 beneath Lake Michigan. It's located about 40 feet below the surface and resembles the famous Stonehenge in England. The structure consists of large stones arranged in a circular pattern, with some showing carvings, including what appears to be a mastodon, suggesting it could be over 10,000 years old. The mysterious nature of the site has led to speculation about its origins, with some believing it was built by an ancient civilization. Divers have reported feeling uneasy near the stones, and some claim to have heard strange, low-frequency sounds, adding to its eerie reputation. The site remains largely unexplored, leaving many questions about its purpose and the people who created it. Number 1. Elongated Skulls. The depths of the ocean often yield mysterious discoveries that scientists struggle to explain. Even after years of research, while many underwater mountains have been found, an especially dangerous discovery was made in one such mountain in Mexico. In 2012, some divers were exploring the ocean when they came across unusual human skulls and burnt bones. After this discovery, the diver began further research. Experts later revealed that the people to whom these skulls belonged were punished by having their heads elongated and then sacrificed. Their bodies were thrown into chambers where the skulls still remain, presenting a horrifying sight. Whose skulls these were and why they were killed remains a mystery to this day. Friends, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel, because the next video will be even more informative.